Hey guys, welcome back. This is episode 2 of my... I gotta turn my mic down here a little, sorry. Alright, this is episode 2 of my Franchise Hockey Manager 7 playthrough as the Boston Bruins. And if you remember correctly... what am I looking for? The schedule. If you remember correctly, we won our opener on at the end of the last episode against St. Louis Blues 3-1. Goals by Craig Smith, Charlie Coyle, and Jake DeBrusk. Tuukka Rask made 25 out of 26 stops to pick up the win. And then from there, it was pretty uneven. You can see we lost to the Sharks 6-0. Loss, win, loss, win, loss, loss. So no real sustained stretch of success. A lot of alternating wins and losses. Had a difficult 8-5 loss here to New Jersey, then came right back and beat Arizona 6-3, then lost to Ottawa 6-3. So it's been a bit of an uneven start for us. We sit 5-5-1 in 5th place in the Atlantic Division. Jake DeBrusk is 3rd in the National Hockey League in goal scorers. He's got 8 goals in 11 games so far. Tuukka's picked up 4 wins, but he has not played well. If you look at our roster and you look at goalie stats, our goalies have not played well. Jaro Halak has a 3.60 goals against and a 906 save percentage, while Tuukka's just been awful. An 870 save percentage and a 403 goals against. Tuukka, even in real life, Tuukka Rask starts off slow, so I'm hoping that this is just an aberration and he'll pick it up as we go forward. If you look at our team stats, we talked a little bit about DeBrusk, 8 goals, 1 assist, 9 points in 11 games. Anders Bjork has actually done a pretty nice job on that first line, waiting for David Pastrnak to come back. 3 goals, 5 assists, 8 points. Charlie McAvoy with 8 points. Smith, Grzelcyk, and Patrice Bergeron with 7. Carson Kuhlman with 5. And it's been spread up and down the lines. David Krejci has struggled. No goals in 11 games. Sean Kuraly, no goals in 11 games. So it's been a bit of a difficult start here without Marchand and Pastrnak, which is what we expected, right? I mean, we knew that was going to happen. Brad's back in a month or two. David's back in 2 to 3 months. So it hasn't been a great start to the season. We did pick up, and I don't know if you noticed it there, we did pick up Sami Vatanen. He was put on waivers. I think he was actually signed by Tampa. And then, does it show the history? Yeah. He was signed by Tampa on the 26th, and they immediately waived him. So I picked him up, and we picked up Sami Vatanen for the league minimum for this season. So 29-year-old at the league minimum. We put him in as left defense, which is where we were struggling, and that will help. And so far, so good. 5 points in 10 games, and he's a 0 plus minus. If we look at, I think I saved some of my mail here. So it's a trade between Vegas and Columbus. Braden McNabb for a 3rd-round pick. We talked about Sami Vatanen. Predators and Wild deal. And a couple of 2-star guys. Nothing major there. Max Domi with a 5-point night. David Krejci was out for a couple of days. He was day-to-day, so I guess he wasn't out, but he got hurt. Jamie Alexiak for Josh Anderson. So pretty interesting deal there. Very hard-nosed defensive defenseman going to Montreal for a equally physical 26-year-old Josh Anderson. Daniel Sprong was signed off waivers by Nashville. Jake DeBrusk with a hat trick in the 6-1 win we had over the Ducks. Tage Thompson traded to Edmonton for Josh Archibald, another kind of nothing burger trade. Tyler Bertuzzi with a 5-point game. Andre Kasha was suspended for a couple of days. And then a trade between Dallas and Carolina. Radek Faksa to Dallas for Max McCormick. So it looks like a bit of a lopsided deal there for the Carolina Hurricanes. So that's what's gone on, at least league-wise. If we look at the league standings, Arizona Coyotes got off to a hot start, 7-3 in their first 10. Minnesota Wild in first place in the Central. The Capitals undefeated through 8 games at 7-0-1. And the Buffalo Sabres out to a quick start at 8-2-1 through 11 games. Now, we were going to play this game here against Tampa. So I think what I'm going to do is we're going to play this game against Tampa, and then I'm going to sim ahead probably... We'll sim ahead to the end of the month, and then do we want to play... What game do I want to play next? I think we might go here and play this game against Philly and then call it an episode. So we'll do a... Oh, that doesn't seem like enough. I don't want the seasons to take 9 or 10 episodes. I'd rather get through the seasons in 4 or 5 episodes than do the off season in 1. So we'll probably do this game against Tampa. Then I'll sim ahead a few weeks, and then we'll find a fun game to play. I don't know, maybe here against Detroit or against the Blackhawks or the Maple Leafs or something. So let's hop into this game against Tampa. And our lines: Bjork, Bergeron, Kasha, DeBrusk, Krejci, Smith, Ritchie, Coyle, Kuhlman, Lindholm, Corrali, Wagner, McAvoy and Grzelcyk, Carlo and Kevin Miller, Clifton and Vatanen. In goal today is going to be Jarro Halak, actually. So we'll see. Actually, when did Tuukka last play? I don't think I can go back. I can leave game. So let's take a look at... I want to see who started who's played this game. Tuukka played this game, 22 out of 26 in saves. All right, well, then we are going to go with, well, let's see, Tampa, then we have a day off, and then Nashville. So I think I'm going to do Tuukka for this game because it's a division game against a rival. We'll go with Tuukka Rask in that one. So let's switch this over to Tuukka. Let's continue, and let's play the game. Andrei Vasilevsky in net for the Lightning. He's gotten off to a hot start, .931 save percentage. Nikita Kucherov, 11 points in 9 games. So very tough Tampa team who comes in 4-1-4 this season. So let's drop the puck. Let's go ahead and play. So I don't know what the real plan for this season. It's going to be too hard to, I think, rate the Bruins here early as they're without 2 of their top 3 wingers. So I think the plan is just to hold on at least until we get Marchand back and then see what we're able to do at that point. If we get Marchand back and we continue to struggle, at that point we might look to maybe move a couple of contracts and see if we can get a little younger. But I'm not entirely sure yet. I think it's still too early, like I said, to make that decision. Couple of shots on goal there for the Bruins, and Patrice Bergeron is going to go 2 minutes for tripping, and the Lightning will have a power play here. Jan Gord is going to go for hooking, and that negates the Tampa power play, and we'll go 4-on-4 for the next minute and a half. And the Bruins will have an abbreviated power play. Shot on goal kicked out by Vasilevsky. An easy one from the point. Breakaway here for the Lightning. Shot misses the net, and the Bruins are able to rescue that one and clear it down. 4-on-4 is just about up, and the Bruins will have an abbreviated power play here. About 20 seconds. Puck is brought in, cleared out by the Lightning, and that will do it for the power play. No score here midway through period number 1. Franchise Hockey Manager 7, and this is their brand new 2D engine for those of you who missed episode number 1. This is something a lot of us fans were asking for, a 2D engine to sort of watch the game, and The guys over at Franchise Hockey Manager have accommodated us with this this nice 2D engine. It's still a little, I don't want to say wonky. The ice is bigger than the screen. I would almost rather see the entire ice on the screen at once, but, you know, I'm not going to, that's nitpicking. This is fine to me. It allows me to watch the game and kind of see what's going on. Shot, looks like it may have hit the post there. Bruins having some difficult time getting any offense going against Vasilevsky and Tampa. Shot on there, and it's held. 4 minutes left in a scoreless first period. Couple of shots on Tuukka, and he makes the saves. Brought out by the Bruins and right back in by Tampa. Not sure what's going on here. It looks like a scrum in the corner. Looks like it's going to be icing on the Bruins. Now, that's all stuff that you can't really control. You just sort of accept it as part of you accept it as part of the, as Krejci goes, 2 minutes for interference. You accept it as part of the 2D engine that sometimes some weird things are going to happen. Shot score by Tampa. Victor Hedman from Nikita Kucherov right off the draw as the Lightning take a 1-0 lead. 18 and a half minutes into period number 1, and the Bruins trail 1-0. Another shot, another score. 15 seconds left in the first period. Braden Point from Ryan McDonough and Alex Killorn, and the Bruins are in a hole here. 2-0. That's the end of the first period. Bruins trail 2-0. Goals by Braden Point and Victor Hedman. The Bruins only had 4 shots on goal in that first period. Is there anything we can do to try to, let's see. I mean, we're already a pretty attacking team here, so we'll increase the attacking intensity a little bit. Problem is, again, we're missing our two best goal scorers, so that's going to make things tough here. A couple of shots on goal there by Sean Kuraly. Saves by Vasilevsky. Tuukka makes the save and holds on. Bruins clear it down into the Tampa zone. Lose it there, but get right back in and lose it again. So you guys tell me kind of what it is you're looking for. I think I don't want these videos to be an hour long, as Bear Boulet will go 2 minutes for hooking, and the Bruins will have their first power play of the game. I don't want these videos to go too long. I don't want them to be an hour, hour and a half long. I'm content with them being 30 minutes, 25, 30 minutes. So, but if that's the case, that means I'm going to get one game in. We'll look at some stats, and then we'll move forward. Shot on there. Another shot on. Another save by Vasilevsky. So, yeah, I don't really know exactly what I want in terms of how this is going to play out. I think we'll just go episode by episode and see what happens. So, breakaway chance there for the Bruins. No good, as they still trail 2-0 here. 12:30 left in the middle period. Bruins looking to get something going here offensively against a very tough Tampa team, the defending Stanley Cup champions. Another breakaway on Vasilevsky and another save. So yeah, I think this episode will probably do 2 games. I'll sim ahead. I don't know that I'll sit here and you guys will sim ahead with me. I'll probably sim ahead offline and as things happen, as we sign players, as we make moves, you know, I'll come back weekly or whatever, you know, and recap. This is who we signed. This is, you know, who we traded for, you know, that kind of thing. I think it's probably the plan, but we'll see. Still looking to get that first goal here, down 2-0 with 6:50 left to go in period number 2. Another icing, 2 in a row by Tampa. Fourth line out there for the Bruins. Another icing by Tampa. Bruins bring out their top line. A couple of shots on goal, 3 shots on goal, all kicked away by Vasilevsky. Bjork loses the puck at center ice. Breakaway for Tampa. Nice save by Tuukka Rask there. Keep this a 2-0 game. 4 minutes left. Bruins still down 2-0. Goals by Hedman and Killorn in the first period. Shot, score. Bruins are now down 3-0. Nikita Kucherov, his second point of the game from Stamkos and Walcott, has given Tampa a 3-0 lead with 3:21 left to go in the second period. Bruins got to get something going here. This game's going to be out of hand. Like to get that 1 goal back here before the second period starts. Go into the third down by 2 rather than 3. Shot from the point by Miller is kicked out by Andrei Vasilevsky. And we are down to 10 seconds. And that will do it for the second period. Bruins with 11 shots on goal that period, but weren't able to get any of them past Vasilevsky. Tuukka Rask only 9 for 12 in save opportunities in this one. Bruins will head to the third, down 3-0. Shot, a score, 4-0. As Steven Stamkos from Killorn and McDonough, and I think I may have made a mistake starting Tuukka Rask in this game. We're going to go ahead and put Jaro Halak in here to finish this one up. Bruins are about to fall to 5-6-1 to start this season off. Tampa looking for more. Cut off there nicely by Miller. Shot on, save by Halak. That shot goes wide. Another shot on Halak, and it makes this pad save. At least I'm going to say it was a pad save. Could have been a blocker save. Could have been a stick save. Who knows? 14 minutes left to go in this one. Bruins trail 4-0. 2 goals in the first, a goal in the third, and a goal here very early in the third to give the Lightning that 4-0 lead as Tampa looks to improve to 5-1-4. Shot on Halak is beats him for Stamkos. That's his second goal of the game, his 4th point of the game. Killorn has 3 assists. Nikita Kucherov, a goal and 2 assists. This is a tough Tampa team. Bruins are getting smoked, just looking to get through this one at this point. Patrick Maroon, 2 minutes for holding. Bruins will have a power play here to try to get on the board. A couple of shots on goal, and both of them are saved. Kept in, another save by Vasilevsky. High sticking penalty on Barclay Goodrow, and the Bruins are going to be 2 men up for 48 seconds. So here's their opportunity to get on the board. As Craig Smith negates that with a tripping penalty. So they'll have a 1-man advantage for 39 seconds, and then that will be the end of the Bruins power play, as they ice it on their own power play. This is one you just want to end it and forget about it. Move on to the next one. Patrice with a shot on. Save there. Taken away at the blue line by the Bruins. Cleared out of the zone by Boston. 6:47 left to go. Still 5-0 Tampa. Coyle and Carlo stop Stamkos. Shot on there is kicked out by Tampa. Down to 4 minutes. Couple of shots on Halak, and he's able to make the save. Bruins have it in the Tampa zone. Breakaway opportunity there by, is that Corrali? In the corner, and the puck is out of play with 2 minutes remaining. Shot on Halak. He makes the save. We're down to the final minute of play here in this ugly, ugly hockey game against Tampa Bay. Vasilevsky covers up with 38 seconds left. Shot on is wide, and that will do it as the Bruins lose this one 5-0. Can we take a look at the box score? Tuukka, 9 of 13 save opportunities. Was not good. I think it brings up, yeah, here we go. So goals by Hedman and Point in the first period. Nikita Kucherov in the second. Stamkos scored twice in the third. For the Bruins, Charlie McAvoy and Charlie Coyle each had decent games, as did Anders Bjork. They all put in a 70 or higher game rating, but from there it was ugly. On the flip side, yeah, this is weird. Oh, I was looking at the wrong numbers. I was looking at just the defensive numbers. So Charlie McAvoy and Charlie Coyle each had over a 70 rating on the game. Nikita Kucherov, Stamkos, Killorn, McDonough, all with high ratings for Tampa. Jarro Halak came in, stopped 7 out of 8 shots. So not good. Bruins outshot Tampa 24-21, but lose this one 5-0. So that's going to make us 5-6-1 here early on. And again, I don't know that I'm going to make a ton of moves here in the first year. We got a couple of decisions to make with some of our more veteran players. Tuukka Rask is in the final year of his contract. David Krejci is in the final year of his contract. We look at finances and salary obligations. Krejci's in the final year of his deal. Kasha is an RFA, so we'll keep an eye on him. He wants just over $3 million. I mean, that's probably not terrible, especially if we're able to get out from under Krejci and Tuukka. That's what, 14.25 million between the two of them. We have some young players. I think this is a one and done for Sami Vatanen, because if we try to renew his contract, he wants almost $5 million. So Vatanen may be one of those players we look to move towards the trade deadline. He was purely a rental to kind of give us some left defense depth as the season moves on. So yeah, so I think I might call it there, actually. And I'm going to sim ahead No, we'll play one more game. So I'm going to go ahead and let's see, which game do I want to sim ahead to? Let's take a look at our calendar here. Schedule. All right, so we just lost here to Tampa. So I'm going to sim ahead to... go ahead and sim ahead here to Columbus, and we'll play this game against Columbus, and then we'll call it an episode. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. If anything happens between now and then, I'll stop and let you know. But I don't anticipate making any moves, at least until the new year. So these first couple months are going to be just seeing what we have and trying to stay afloat while we wait for Marchand and Pasternak. So we'll be back in... well, for you guys, it'll be an instant. For me, it might be a couple hours because I'm actually working right now. So this is kind of what I'm doing in my downtime at work. So it might be a couple hours for me. Might be an hour for me. I don't really know yet. So we'll be back in just a second for you. Hang tight. All right, guys, we are back. It is Friday the 13th, Friday, November 13th, and the Bruins currently sit 8-9-3. It has been a challenge, to say the least. You can see we are in second to last place, 9 games behind the first place. Detroit Red Wings sit in first place. We have played 20 games and we've scored 57 goals. Under 3 goals a game, not going to get it done. But again, not a surprise given the state of our current roster. If we look at our schedule again, let's go back to October. So we lost here to Tampa, then we lost to Nashville, then we beat New York, then we lost to Winnipeg. So we lost 3 out of 4 to finish up October. Into November, we then lost 2 out of 3, Dallas and Detroit, with a win over the Islanders squeezed in between. Then a 4-0 win over Philly, followed by a 3-1 loss to Colorado, which brings us where we are now against the Columbus Blue Jackets, who are also 8-9-1. We look at Columbus. How are they doing? Max Domi, 20 points in 18 games. Zach Werenski, awesome defenseman, point-a-game scorer. Cam Atkinson leads the team with 10 goals. Nick Foligno, 8 goals in 18 games. So they're struggling offensively as well. Jonas Korpisalo, off to a decent start, 5-8 with a 2.78 goals against average. Come back over to the Bruins. Craig Smith having a pretty nice first year for us. 15 points in 20 games. Jake DeBrusk up to 10 goals now. 10 goals, 4 assists in 20 games. Charlie Coyle with 12 points. Charlie McAvoy, pretty solid season. Almost a point a game so far. 12 in 15. Patrice hanging in there without his line mates. Matt Grzelcyk with a surprising +7 through 20 games. And then from there, it hasn't been good. David Krejci, 1 goal in 20 games. Anders Bjork, 3 goals in 20 games. Carson Kuhlman, 1 goal in 20 games. We take a look at the Baby Bees here. See how they're doing. Zach Senyshyn, 13 points in 20 games. Jack Studnicka is probably going to get a call up here relatively soon. He's only got 3 goals, but 13 points in 18 games. Jacob Lauko has only got 8 points in 18 games. Urho Vakanainen, our top defensive prospect, 6 points in 17 games. He might be on the fast track. I'd like to see that 1.5 star hit 2 stars. And once it does that, I can probably call him up. Trent Frederick, struggling down in Providence, which doesn't bode well for his time with the big club. Swayman struggling in his first AHL season. Dan Vladar having a pretty nice year for the Baby Bees, although they're having a rough go of it as well. It's 7-12-1. So let's get into this second game, shall we? Do we want to do anything to the lines? Corrali and Richie can play right wing, so I think we're going to do this. We're going to move Richie there. We're going to move Corrali to the third line, and Kuhlman is going to move down to the fourth line. So we're going to go Corrali, Coyle, and Richie. Kind of a banger line there with our third line. Our defensemen, Grzelcyk, McAvoy, Carlo Vatanen, Moore, and Clifton. That's fine. Who's starting in goal? Jaro Halak is starting in goal, so let's get this one going. Jonas Korpisalo will be starting for the Blue Jackets. Let's get going. Puck drop here in Boston. Bruins looking to even their record at 9-9-3 on the year. Columbus looking to improve to 9-9-1. Quick shot on from the point there is kicked out by Korpisalo. Bruins clear it in deep. Blue Jackets get their first shot on Halak, and Jaro holds on there for the save. Puck kept in, and we're going to have a tripping penalty called here on Alexander Texier. Bruins will go on their first power play of the game. See if they can get on the board here early. 3 minutes into the game, the Bruins have a power play. Bruins keep it in for a second. Shot is behind the net, and actually it says it went over the net, so I guess that's just a graphics glitch. Breakaway here for Columbus, and Halak makes the save, and the puck is iced by the Bruins. So that's a pretty unsuccessful first power play for the Bruins here, as they look to get their offense moving, and that puck is fired out of play. Break in by Columbus. Shot on Halak makes the nice save. Corrali in for the faceoff. Wins it ahead to Coyle. Couple of shots on there. First one saved. Second one goes wide. That one goes wide, and it's going to be taken over by Corrali. Bruins have it now into the Columbus zone. Shot on Korpisalo. An easy save. 4-on-1 in the corner there. Shot on saved. Bruins have the puck. They lose it at center ice. Another shot. Halak with another save. Midway through period number 1. No score here from the TD North Garden. Shot on Korpisalo is saved. Another shot on Korpisalo is saved. That one by Kuhlman. Moore takes the puck away. Corrali breaks in. Shot on, saved by Korpisalo, and we'll have a face-off. 2-minute minor penalty on Braden McNabb, and the Bruins will have their second power play of the game. They're 0 for 1. And Bruins are going to be 2 men up as Vladislav Gavrikov will go 2 minutes for tripping. And the Bruins will have a 2-man advantage from minute 48. Bergeron, Kasha, and Bjork out there for the power play. Kept in by the Bruins. Couple of shots, and that's going to kill the 5-on-3 as Matt Grzelcyk will go 2 minutes for tripping. So a couple good opportunities there, but they go by the wayside. Bruins will still be on the power play for another 40 seconds. And the rest of the power play is killed off by Columbus. 5 minutes left in the first period. No score. Bruins have had a couple of opportunities here. A couple of power plays, including a 5-on-3. And weren't able to put one home. Offside's called. Patrice beat on the boards there, and Halak is forced to make a couple of saves. Bjork loses the puck. McAvoy has it, gets it up ahead. Shot on Korpisalo, saved. We're down to 2 minutes left in the first period. No score still. Carlo has it for the Bruins. Shot on Korpisalo with the save. And the puck goes out of play. We're under a minute. Offsides as Lindholm carries it in ahead of the play. And that will just about do it. 10 seconds left on the power play. Couple of shots don't make it through, and that will do it for the first period. Columbus outshoots Boston 13-9 in the first period. Brandon Carlo with a couple of shots on goal. Sammy Vatanen with a couple of shots on goal for the Bruins. Glendening with 3 shots for Columbus. Cam Atkinson with 3 for the Blue Jackets as well. So let's go to the second period. Blue Jackets are without Dubois. They still haven't signed. He's still a restricted free agent. One of their key offensive stars. Actually, it looks like they may have just signed him. Looks like they may have signed him because it had... Let's look at the box score real quick. Yeah, there he is. They did sign him. I can't look at him yet. We'll look at his contract afterwards. But he was a restricted free agent, so it does look like they signed him. Pierre-Luc Dubois. Bruins bring it up through center ice, 1-on-4. And Riley Nash is going to go 2 minutes for roughing on Sean Corrali, and the Bruins will have their third power play of the game. They're 0 for 2 in this one. Actually, it looks like Corrali went for roughing as well, so it's 4-on-4 at the moment. Sammy Vatanen, major injury. I don't know how they know he fractured his foot already, but Sammy Vatanen is done for the game. Well, that was an ineffective pickup. John Moore up ahead through center ice. Brought in by the Bruins. Lost there. Columbus in on the breakaway. Shot goes behind the net. Wraparound score. Cam Atkinson fired it in from the near side. Picked up the rebound. Wraparound beats Jaro Halak The Bruins trail 1-0. So again, the offense is at a premium here for the Bruins. Having some trouble getting that offense going. Charlie McAvoy will go 2 minutes for roughing, and the Columbus Blue Jackets will go on the man advantage for the first time here today. Cleared out. Corrali has it at center ice for the Bruins. Plays with it at the blue line and loses it there. Down to a minute left on the Blue Jacket power play. Bruins have it. 30 seconds left on the PK. Corrali loses it. Shot on Halak. Save made there. Bad sloppy pass. Break in though by McAvoy. Shot, rebound, save by Korpisalo. A couple of good opportunities. Shot, score from the point. Patrice Bergeron wins it right off the faceoff. The Bruins have tied this one at 1. 1-1 midway through the second period. Bjork fires it down in, and Columbus will take it out now. Stolen away by Krejci. Krejci dumps it in and actually dumps it out over the short glass by the sideboards. Columbus works the puck into the zone and then loses it. Krejci dumps it into the far corner. Shot on Halak is kicked out to the blue line, and here comes Anders Bjork with a head of steam down the near boards. Bjork has it. He's triple teamed in the corner, kept in nicely by the Bruins. Pass back to the point is stolen away. Shot on Halak is saved. Greg McKegg now for the Bruins loses the puck. McKegg skating in circles against a triple team. Bruins looking to change. Shot by Bergeron, saved by Korpisalo. That shot goes wide behind the net. Stolen away by the Bruins. 5 minutes left in the second period. 1-1 is the score. Columbus breaks in. Shot on Halak, save. Carlo has it into the Columbus zone, and then he loses it. McAvoy steals it right back. Bruins pass the puck along the blue line before it's finally knocked out. Shot on there. Not sure who 51 is. Some of the newer numbers, I'll have to keep an eye on that. Shot on, save by Halak. Minute and a half left, second period. Bruins up through center ice, lost there by Clifton. Korpisalo has it. Another shot by Bergeron. Another save by Korpisalo, and that will do it. Now 2 seconds left, so we are going to have a face-off. Shot by Coyle is saved by Korpisalo right at the buzzer. So 1-1 through 2. Columbus out shooting the Bruins 23-17 for the Bruins. Bergeron with the lone goal. He's got 3 shots on goal, leads the team in shots. And for Columbus, Cam Atkinson with the lone goal. Clendenning and Atkinson each with 5 shots on goal. Connor Clifton with 4 hits. John Moore with 4 hits. The Bruins are the more physical team in this one. Jaro Halak playing a really nice game. Let's go to the third period. See if the Bruins can pull this one out. 1-1 is the score. It's cleared out. Quick face-off. Brought in by the Bruins, but the puck is lost at the blue line. A lot of back and forth here in between the blue lines. Bjork is double teamed there. McAvoy and Grzelcyk are able to get the puck for the Bruins. Puck is cleared into the near corner. Fired out by Columbus, brought right back in by the Bruins. Columbus has it now. Stolen away by the Bees at center ice. Columbus gets it back. Back to the blue line and back out to center ice. Back in on Halak, and Jaro makes the save. 5 minutes into the third period. 1-1 is the score. Jake DeBrusk clears it down in, and that will be not icing as it's waved off. Shot in on Halak is saved, and here come the Bruins. And that one is That was DeBrusque to Krejci. Couple of shots from the point. Nothing gets through. That one is finally cleared out to center ice. Rebound. Another shot by McAvoy, kicked out by Korpisalo. Couple of long shots for the Bruins there. They have the puck now at center ice. Break in by Columbus is kicked away by Halak. Max Domi has it now. Shot on is saved by Yaroslav Halak. Midway through the third period, 1-1. Bruins can't get past the blue line. They break across the blue line. Shot there by Moore. Rebound shot saved and hung on to by Korpisalo. Third line in there for the Bruins. Coyle, Corrali, and Ritchie. And that one is iced. And the Bruins will now go to their number 2 line. Shot. Unsportsmanlike conduct penalty on John Moore. I wonder what John did. He wasn't in his own zone, so he didn't clear the puck out over the ice, or over the board. So I wonder what he did. At any rate, Columbus will have a 2-minute power play here with 7:53 left in the hockey game, all tied at 1. Bruins with an important kill in front of them here. Corrali and Krejci out there on the PK for the Bruins. Shot goes wide. McAvoy is unable to clear it, and then it is cleared. Breakaway attempt here by Clifton, and that puck is knocked away from him. Cleared into the corner. Carlo has it. That will do it for the PK, so the Bruins did a nice job on the penalty kill there. Up ahead to Moore. Moore still has it. Down to 4 minutes left. Columbus trying to get an opportunity here. Shot from the slot is saved and carried out by the Bruins. Down under 3 minutes now. Cleared down deep by the Bruins. Columbus takes it out back into the Bruins zone. Saved by Halak with just under 2 minutes left to go. Zach Werenski with it now. Dumps it out into center ice. Bruins have it, lose it. Carlo back on defense though. And that's not possible. So there's a bug for you, FHM7. So Sami Vatanen, who went down with a fractured foot earlier in the game, was just called for a 2-minute minor for hooking. So either he's not hurt or he's hurt and he shouldn't be in the game. But it can't be both. So let's see what happens in the last minute as the Bruins are going to be shorthanded for the rest of regulation. A couple of shots by Columbus and cleared out. And we're going to go to overtime here, folks, with the Bruins and the Blue Jackets tied at 1. Extra hockey as Columbus has 35 shots on goal to 22 for the Bruins. Goal scorers in this one. Cam Atkinson scored from Gavrikov in the second, and then Patrice Bergeron tied it a few minutes later with a goal of his own. Patrice has played 23 minutes. Charlie McAvoy played almost 27 minutes of hockey in this one. So let's go to overtime. Columbus will be a man up for the first 40 seconds. Brought in by the Bruins. Shot on. Save by Greg McKegg. Gets the shot on wearing Zdeno Chara's old number. That will do it on the PK. So it'll be 4-on-4 until the next whistle, and then it'll be 3-on-3. We're down to 3.5 minutes left in this one, and here we go, 3-on-3. Puck brought in by the Bruins, shot on Korpisalo, saved, cleared all the way down, and that one's going to be icing. That one's cleared down as well. That one will be icing. McKegg and Coyle are out there. I don't like that 3-on-3. Braden McNabb will go 2 minutes for cross-checking, and the Bruins will have a power play for the rest of overtime. Let's see if we can get it done here. Let's slow down the sim speed a little bit. Let's watch this last 2 minutes. Face-off won by the Bruins, saved by Korpisalo. Couple of shots on, kicked out by Korpisalo. Wow, that's slow when you go to normal. I don't like that at all. Let's go back to fast. There we go. John Moore with it now. Back to center ice. Up ahead to Moore. Moore breaks in alone. Couple of shots. Saved by Korpisalo. John Moore with a shot and a rebound there in the last 30 seconds of overtime. So it looks like we're going to go to... They're not going to show the shootout? So I can't... I can't show the shootout, huh? Is there any way I can do that? Oh, I can't. Well, let's see what happened in the shootout. Oh, do it like this. Okay. Bergeron is up for the Bruins. Oh, they don't have the video, but it shows down here. So Bergeron misses. Atkinson comes down, and he scores. Of course he does. Here comes DeBrusk. DeBrusk is stopped. If Domi makes this, the game is over. Halak is able to make the save. Here comes David Krejci. Oh, and that will do it. So we lose in the shootout. The Bruins drop to 8-9-4 on the season. Jaro Halak with a great game. 35 saves and 36 shot opportunities. But the Bruins offense continues to struggle here. Cam Atkinson scored first for Columbus from Vladislav Gavrikov, and then Bergeron scored a few minutes later. But that would be it. A couple of good opportunities in overtime for the Bruins, but nothing would come of it. So a couple of Bruins played some pretty good games. Andre Kasha, Patrice Bergeron, Anders Bjork, Charlie McAvoy, John Moore, all with ratings over 60. Patrice played 25 minutes. McAvoy played 28. So, yeah, that does it. We will lose that one. Sami Vatanen is injured. Let's see how long he's out for. 1 to 2 months. That's going to take us right up to the trade deadline. So we're going to move him to the injury list. And I think we're going to do it. We're going to call up Euro Vakanainen. And we're going to stick him right in the lineup. We're not going to play him on the second line, though. We'll play him on the third line with Connor Clifton. What kind of defenseman is he going to be? Guess he's old school for now. That's fine. Power play. I'm fine with all this. This hasn't changed. Penalty kill. We need to make some adjustments here. More in Vakanainen. More. And more. All right. So that is going to... Actually, let's take a look. What do we have here? Anything interesting? Vatanen out. No. Luukkonen signed a contract extension with the Predators. Blackhawks traded Dominik Kubalik to New Jersey for Pavel Zacha. The board is... They're happy with our performance. So great. This all happened at the end of the month, or I guess the beginning of the month. Development report, Koklachev, who is never going to set foot with us. I don't think we can even sign him. Yeah, he's under contract with the KHL. Swayman got a little bit better. That's good. Medi Grzelcyk got a little bit better. Vladar got better. Curtis Hall, Trevor Kuntar got better. Jake DeBrusk at aggression. And I think that's it. Yeah, Tanner Pearson traded for a third-round pick. So if we look at the team through 21 games, so we're a quarter of the way through the season, and if we look at our injury list, so we're going to get Marchand back in a couple of weeks, Pasternak back in 1 to 2 months. So that puts us right at the end of the year. But what's the old saying? Kind of where you stand on December 1st is what's important. So I don't know. Things aren't looking great for us so far. 21 games into the season. We've got some moves that we're going to need to make. Nick Ritchie is in the last year of his contract. So I think if we look at the roster, let's put a couple people on the trade block. Richie for one. We'll put Richie on the trade block. John Moore, I mean, he's 29. We're paying him for another 3 years. But his ratings, like that. Oh, one thing I did. I went in and I set us to Fog of War. I turned the Fog of War on. And what the Fog of War does is it keeps you from being able to look at the player's ratings, which is fine because in real life you don't have ratings. You have to go based on stats and you go based off what your scouts say and their actual performance. So I turned on the Fog of War so that we have to go based off of our scouts and how they actually play. So this gives you can see Vakinen plays a style similar to Charlie McAvoy, Victor Hedman. So it gives you some idea as to the type of player they are. John Moore is about as good as he's going to get, which, I mean, he's got a rating of 67 so far, which isn't terrible. But 3 years at 2.7, as a sixth defenseman, he's fine, but right now he's my number 3 or number 4, so that's a bit of a problem. Really, I want to look at players that are under contract for 1 more year. I would like to bring back Sean Corrali. I have a sort of a, I don't know. I really, really like Sean Corrali. Even though he's nothing more than a scrapper, he's never scored 10 goals in a season. I really like Sean Corrali, so I'd like to hold on to him. Oops. Anybody else that we want to... Kasha, I'd like to bring back at some point. Par Lindholm is a solid defensive forward. Anders Bjork is sort of reaching his peak. Bjork might be somebody... What happens if we shop Anders Bjork? What kind of... 23-year-old Brad Morrison, who's no good. 22-year-old defenseman, who's no good. We could bring Colin Miller back. A 5th-round pick from the Islanders. A 5th-round pick from the Coyotes. 5th-round pick from the Lightning. All right, so we're going to hold on to him for now. But we are going to put him on the trade block, and maybe we can get some bites that way. Place on trade block. So we'll just go with that for now. Richie and Bjork are going to be on the trade block. We'll see if that brings us anything. So the next time we come back, it will probably be end of the month. So if we do December, yeah, we'll probably come back for this game right here. Saturday, December 5th against the Toronto Maple Leafs. We'll sim through December, maybe play this game here at the end of December against Pittsburgh, and then we'll call that one an episode. So that's going to do it for this one. So as always, guys, please leave a like, subscribe, let me know your thoughts, and until we talk again, everybody take care. Bye-bye now.